I'm originally from New York City, and I come from a weird background. My mother is Hispanic, my father's Armenian. That is a New York City only combination, by the way. Like, they don't have that in Nebraska. You can't find that. They're nice people in Nebraska, they just don't do race mixing out there. Very nice, but painfully white. I go out there to do comedy, and if I'm out there doing comedy, if I see somebody with a tan, I'm like, are you here on a soccer scholarship? Or did your car break down? How did this happen, Pepe? Let me know. Dígame. My parents were immigrants. They were just like, it's different when you go up with immigrant parents. Like, my parents were focused on money. That's all that mattered. So the first thing my parents would do when they'd come home, because we didn't have a lot of money, they would go over to the thermostat on the wall that controlled all the heating in the house, and then immediately start accusing us of changing the settings on the thermostat. Who's playing with this? Every time you play this, we have to pay a bill. Who's playing with it? Which one of you kids was playing with this? They always said playing with it, by the way. Like there's some type of fun to be had with the thermostat. Oh, mom and dad are gone? Good. Shut off the Nintendo. Let's go play with the thermostat. Grab all the kids in the neighborhood. See if they want in on this. Because it would be selfish for me to keep all this action to myself. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, but my parents were too proud to admit that, right? That's an immigrant culture thing. They were just too proud. So instead, my mother would come up with weird excuses why we couldn't afford stuff. Like if I asked for anything, my mom would be like, that's only for white people. That's only white people do that. I'm like, really? Only white people ride bicycles? That seems like a really weird law. That was her thing. Only white people do that. I was like 15 before I realized that the Toys R Us wasn't segregated and that anyone could go in. Which is my fault. I should have figured that out. Kinda, like, it did seem odd to open a whites-only toy store in 1993. That did seem like a weird marketing strategy. My parents tried to Americanize. They really did, but they were terrible at it, right? Like for lunch, my mother would make us peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but on pita bread. And you what rotten little monsters kids are. All they eat is a bread they've never seen before, and now you're the school weirdo. So now, I'm getting into fist fights, I'm getting sent home because I'm fighting people over my exotic bread choices. And then, on top of that, my dad starts screaming at me. He's like, what's the matter with you? Why you get in trouble? What's the matter with you? Why can't we get sliced bread? What's the matter? Can't we just get regular sliced bread? Like, no, pita bread is the best bread, okay? There's no better bread than pita bread. I'm like, hey man, I don't have a problem with it. I just don't want to be the ambassador of pita bread for the entire school. That is a lot of pressure for an 8-year-old. So we could just get regular sliced bread so I don't have to fight my way out of the schoolyard like it's a prison. And maybe 20 years from now, I'm not going to be telling jokes to strangers for validation. But we all know how that turned out. I still have communication problems with my parents. I still have issues with them. Like, if you don't know something, what do? You look it up on the internet, right? You know what my dad does if he doesn't know something? He calls me on the phone, and then I have to look it up on the internet. So as far as my dad is concerned, I am the internet. Which sucks, because now every phone call I get from my dad, it's become a game show where I have to figure out what the hell he's talking about in the fewest amount of clues humanly possible. One time he called me up, he goes, hey Harry, I saw a commercial on the TV for the movie. You know, the movie? The movie. That's what you're giving me to work with here. The movie, Dad? You realize this isn't the Soviet Union. You get more than one movie a year. You gotta be a tad bit more specific, Like, who was in the movie? The guy with the face. The guy with the face. That's all you're getting. Yeah, the guy with the face. The guy's making faces. Sometimes he makes a face like a doctor. Sometimes he makes a face like a rat man. Rat man? You mean Batman? Yeah, rat man, Batman. What's the difference? Like, the difference is one is real, the other one you made up just to screw with me. That's the difference. I'm like, which rat man? His name's Jerry something. Jerry something. There's no Jerry who ever played Batman, Dad. I'm telling you. No. Sometimes he makes a face like a doctor. It's a rat man. Jetty Rooney. Do you mean George Clooney? Is that who you're talking about? He goes, yeah, George Clooney has got a movie. What time's going to be on the TV? I go, Dad, it's a commercial for the movie. It's not going to be on TV. You got to go to the movie theater and pay $15 like everybody else. He goes, 15, that's a lot of money. I pay 5. Now he's haggling with me. I'm like, Dad, I don't make the price at the movie theater. If you don't want to pay that, wait till it comes out on Netflix. And then he goes, what's Netflix? I'm like, damn it. Because now I got to explain Netflix to him. That involves credit cards, email addresses, websites. I'm going to be here for days. I got to get out of this conversation. So I just panicked. I'm like, Dad, you can't use Netflix. Only white people do that. You guys have been awesome. Thank you very much. Good night.